Welcome to the Wise Wolf Project. I'm your host, Wise Wolf. It is Wednesday, November 3rd, 2010, quarter after 10. I want to share with you some urgent news. Problem is, I don't really know what the event is. I just know something big is on the horizon. I believe it has something to do with our society economically and structurally. And so, all I'm here to tell you is to get yourself ready for what I don't know. But whatever it is, it's major, it's big, it's going to be catastrophic, it's going to be destructive. And I mean, like within, let's say, a year or two's time, maybe less, maybe less. But it's going to be big. And so, what I'm asking for you to do, what I'm pleading for you to do, please, if you've never believed anything I've ever said or anyone has ever said, please just do some simple things to help yourself out. Number one, start, if you have not already, start stocking up on things like water, um, canned goods, rice, beans, things that you would need, kind of like an emergency storm kit, if you will. Um, for you, we know that you don't start preparing for the storm when you see the tornado outside of your window. You start when things seem to be okay. And things seem to be okay, but I'm here to tell you that they are really not. Later on this evening, we will be getting a Fed statement. Our Federal Reserve is concerned with our well-being. No, let me rephrase that because that's a lie. Our Federal Reserve, it's not really even ours, the Federal Reserve is concerned with the growth of our economy. And so essentially what they're going to come out and say, uh, they want to know, they're going to say how much money they're going to put into the economy to keep things from being destructive, and catastrophic, as I alluded to earlier. Well, that has an effect on what you and I do because it affects prices. And if you haven't noticed, food prices have been going through the roof. And it's because the commodity prices have been going through the roof. And commodity prices have been going through the roof because there's a lot of excess credit and money out there. And so the Fed is expected to say that they're going to print up another 500 billion to a trillion to a trillion and a half, maybe more, of credit and money. They call it quantitative easing, but it's essentially inflation. And that means a lot for you. Now, I don't know if this is the event that's going to spark off the event that I'm talking about. It very well may do that, but I've been getting strong uh, indications that something is coming down the pipeline. So, while I digress, let me get back to what you need to do. Uh, Water, canned goods, anything like that. Safety, uh, first aid kits, if you can get those. Batteries, things you would need after a major storm. You need to stock up on that ASAP. Number two, you need to uh, get out of the dollar. Really, 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 as much as possible. If you have savings, try to get control of it. And by control, I mean out of banks, out of IRAs, out of whatever. Uh, because once the stuff hits the fan, you won't have as much access to those. They're going to limit what you can get from those. So if you have savings in the bank, I would pull a decent amount out so that you have it on hand. Because if the bank shut down, you're not going to be able to get to it. And they're already having problems, by the way. Um, I would probably buy some gold, silver, something like that. If you want to convert your cash to something, I would convert it to gold or silver. I would call relatives, uh, talk with neighbors, get a bond going. Uh, if you've offended anybody, just call them and say you're sorry. Move on. It's going to be a time of having to come together as a unit, either through neighbors or through family. So you really want to get your family situation under control. Like I said, something major is coming down the pipeline. I've been quite assured of that. Uh, the timing is the only thing that is in question at this point. So take it or leave it, love it or hate it, but I'm putting it out there, and you've been warned. So I implore you to do something to help yourself out before this happens. And you've probably gotten dire warnings from other people. Tim Robbins had something earlier this year, which you can find him in my favorites about his economic warning. Uh, well, I've gotten my confirmation as of last month. A lot of things were happening to me personally uh, that basically told me, something's going down, and to tell the people to uh, beware and be on guard and to prepare. So that's all. Um, if you have any questions or anything, just you can just send me a message or of some sort, and I'll be happy to answer them. That's my time.